Hello, and welcome to St. Thomas of Villanova Church. My name is Patty Greenhalgh, and I'm the wedding director. On behalf of the parish and the campus ministry of the university, I welcome you home to this sacred space, whether you are a parishioner, an alum, or a fiancé. As a couple, you have made a serious and significant choice to celebrate your marriage in this church, not only with family and friends, but with God and your faith. I often hear from couples that they are really looking forward to their reception, but what I hear the most is that they want the center of their day to be the ceremony and the Mass. This workshop is in two parts. I'm going to speak briefly about the liturgy, and then you will hear our various musicians and all of the music selections. So first we should start with seating. I'd like to tell you that obviously the bride and the groom will be up here on the altar for the vows, the bride here and the groom here. And also for the seating, you, the bride and groom, sit over on this side in two chairs, and the groomsmen sit in this row of chairs over here. The best man and maid of honor sit in two chairs opposite the bride and groom. If you have two best men and one maid of honor, that's fine. You just put out other chairs, and then the bridesmaids sit over there in those chairs facing the altar. One other item that you will want to know about is that we provide the flowers for your wedding, and the reason we do that is that there are often 3 weddings on any given Saturday. So you will tell me what colors the bridesmaids are wearing and what types and colors of the flowers in their bouquets, and there will be 2 lovely arrangements where these plants are right now. If there are a couple of weddings, our florist is terrific. He just makes it all work so that each arrangement pops with your wedding. So, and the other important thing about a St. Thomas wedding is that we do the procession somewhat differently than you may have seen before. The reason we do, and the way we do them, is that they start just like every liturgy at St. Thomas, whether it's a student evening Sunday Mass, a parish funeral, or your wedding. They all start the same, with a cross bearer who carries our beautiful cross in, then the lectors, the priest, and then the groom. And the reason that the groom and the groomsmen are in the procession is all liturgical. Because in the Catholic faith, the only sacrament that the people who receive it give it to each other. So the bride and groom are marrying each other. The priest is there as an officiant and a witness. So we want all the ministers to be in the procession. So don't worry, brides, he won't see you if you're not having the first look, because you'll be in the back vestibule in the center with the doors closed. So how we normally do it is there's a cross bearer, that you will ask someone to carry the cross, then there are 2 lectors, then the priest, and then normally the groom. And my favorite way is for the groom to come in is with his parents. For one thing, the photographer is up front. It's a beautiful shot. I also had a son, and I couldn't wait to walk down the aisle with him a few years ago. It's really lovely. And then you can also have the mother of the bride in the procession, and she would come between the priest and the groom and his parents with an escort. Perhaps one of her sons who's a groomsman, and then he'll see her and then go around to the back and get in the procession. So after that, you have the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. If you have more than 5 bridesmaids, then we really ask you to have them escorted by a groomsman. And honestly, it just looks so beautiful. It's festive, it's lovely, and people really comment on it. If you attend a St. Thomas Pre-Cana, you will receive this book, Celebrating Marriage, and this workbook, which is for your liturgy. In fact, you'll get 2 of them. One is a worksheet, and one is your good copy, like a blue book. So if you don't attend one of our pre-canas, then I'll send you everything in the mail. I will also send you sample Prayer of the Faithful. I can send you sample programs with some pictures, so we can take care of it, all of that. So this book, Celebrating Marriage, has all the readings for you to choose from for your wedding. So it has readings from the Old Testament, the New Testament, all the Gospels, and all the prayers. I really encourage you as a couple to sit down and read these prayers and the readings. Either read them separately, read them to each other, but pick and choose the ones that really mean something to you. It'll just make for a beautiful ceremony. This booklet has kind of all the basic stuff, the readings and prayers that you choose. It has all the numbers in here, you just transfer them in here. This booklet will tell you different roles for people in your wedding. So you're going to have 2 lectors, one for the Old Testament, one for the New Testament. You will have, if you're having a Mass, you'll have Eucharistic ministers. You'll have people bringing up the gifts, all different types of roles for people in your wedding. The other important thing I wanted to mention is the timing of your wedding. We do many more weddings here than the average parish, so our weddings really do start on time. They are at 11:30, 1:30, and 3:30. And my goal is that if there are 3 weddings here that day, every couple feels that they have the only thing happening in this church that day. And the only way we can accomplish that is if everything starts on time and ends on time. And I will give you lots of reminders about that, so you don't have to worry about it now. But I know people also will ask about photography. And in our literature, we do say that there's no photography following the wedding. We have to do that just to protect ourselves in case the wedding starts late and there isn't time for photography. But that has not happened in a long time. We are always able to have photography in the church for at least 5-10 minutes, and then also do a picture normally outside on the steps. So I look forward to hearing from you by email with your questions, and you can always call me. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you at your wedding.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the St. Thomas of Villanova Parish Wedding Workshop. My name is Dr. Ted Latham. I'm the Director of Music here at the parish. And what you'll be hearing next is a bit of each of the pieces that are possible to select for your wedding. We'll be doing excerpts of each one, and we'll do most of them in order so that you'll have a chance to compare things back and forth and make your selections. Before we begin that process, however, we're going to hear from each of the wonderful musicians that we have here at the parish, who will play just a little bit for you on their instruments as a soloist, so that you get a sense of what they would sound like in the space and also in combination later on. So the first person up is Steve Heitzer, a wonderful trumpeter who plays with Opera Company of Philadelphia and many other groups in the area. So please welcome Steve. Our next performer is Rex Yape, oboist extraordinaire, and we'll welcome him to play for you now. And finally, we have Sasha Kislitsyn to play the violin for you. He also plays at the Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul and all over the greater Philadelphia area. And finally, before we begin the excerpts for your wedding itself, here is a brief example of what these three wonderful musicians sound like playing together. Obviously, if you have the resources, this would be your best option because you would have a mini orchestra at your wedding of fabulous players. selection is the Ode to Joy from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Now we turn to the responsorial psalms, and our first selection is Psalm 40, Here I Am, O God, by Stephen Warner. So the last piece you heard was Psalm 98, All the Ends of the Earth, which showcased the organ and trumpet as a possibility for a responsorial psalm in contrast to the piano and violin, or the piano and oboe. And now we'll show you what it sounds like to have a male cantor instead of a female cantor, which is also an option. You can have either or both. So this is Psalm 103, The Lord is kind and merciful, with male cantor and piano. And oboe. So we've had female cantor with piano, female cantor with organ, male cantor with piano, and just to round it out, now we'll do male cantor with organ and trumpet before we bring everyone back together for one or two more. This is Psalm 118, This Day Was Made by the Lord. So that last responsorial song was Psalm 128, May the Lord Bless Us. And now we'll turn to the pieces for preparation of the gifts, beginning with Heitzer, Joy of Man's Desire. And finally, we will do the communion options for you. The first one is a nuptial blessing by Michael Johnson. The next selection is Not for Tongues of Heaven's Angels, also by Michael Johnson.
Love is humble, love is gentle, love is tender, true and kind. Love is gracious, ever patient, generous of heart and mind. May love be ours, Lord. May love be ours. May love be
so